Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to day 10 of our 24 days of Christmas. Now, we're following on from the birds from yesterday, but with a different set. We're actually using Nora and Frida. Now, I'm going to apologise now for the little bit of a mess, but we have been die cutting, we've been sorting, and I've basically gathered all my stuff together for today. So hopefully it'll be fab. Now, I have some spare bits of Copic friendly white cardstock, which we're going to be stamping on because we are going to cut our birds out. And then I picked out this die set, which is like a nativity scene die set. And we're going to be using that. Let's use this lid. So I need to unpick all of them. Unpicker? Is that even a word? Unpicker. Because what we're going to do, we're going to do some ink blending. So I do need to get another piece of cardstock. What am I looking for? This. To make a starry night. Because I think, yeah, this is just screaming out for a nice dark deep blue background with silhouettes. So I've cut all these houses out in black. I'm not sure how many we're going to use in here, but I just did the whole of the die sets. I do need to grab some yellow out of my stash for behind the houses as well, so it looks as though they've got their lights on, because I thought that would look quite cool. So we have that. So I've done them, so we're just gonna get them all out so you can sort of see them. I wanted to do it with you on camera just so you can see these. I'm not sure where I got this die from. I want to say it was gifted to me. Yeah, so I have no idea where it came from. So yeah, I just thought, you know what, how gorgeous is that to use for this card, because I want the focal point to be our lovely bird. And I'm going to actually use Frida today, and she's going to be in pinks and purples, my favourite colours, because I think that'll go quite nicely. So you can sort of see here that on the sets, I'm hoping when I pull them out that most of these windows and stuff are already out, but no, it isn't. I mean, I should really keep some of these in so it doesn't look like all the lights are on. Oh, do you know what would go nice behind these? Gold glitter cardstock instead of yellow. Yes, I think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to do gold glitter. Look at that one. Isn't that gorgeous? Behind, or even gold mirror cardstock. Or we could do a mix of both. Oh, see, this is why, one of the reasons why I thought I'll take these out on camera for you, because it gets you to see how my thought process works. So as I do things like this, as I prep, yeah, that's when all the ideas come, because I know what I want to use. So today I knew that I wanted to do a silhouette background using the houses, and I knew that I wanted to use Frida because she's gorgeous. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Right, I think that's them all. Oh no, we've got a fence. Well, I don't think I'm going to use the fence, but there's a fence there. That I'll just pop them back in the die packet. Although there is no packet to these because I got rid of all my packets and my dies, and I've changed the way that I store my dies. I'm just making sure that's everything. Yeah. I store them in like folders now on magnetic sheets, and I got rid of most of the packaging because, yeah, it was just bulky and I didn't need it. Right. Okay, so those are our little houses. Now it's going to be, let's have a look. So here's Frida. So Frida, I'm thinking is going to be that, and then we're going to build up the background. So we need to stamp her out. So actually, do you know what? I think she will be perfect on this bit. And then the sentiment I'm going to use is, it is the season to be jolly. Because I think that, and it's in gold foil, so I think that's going to work beautifully as well. Now, we need, what do we need, guys? Help me out. What do I need? I need my stamping block. We just had it. I've literally just had it. I'm not even joking. Like, I had it a minute ago. Because I prepped for this video, which, you know me, very rarely prep, but I prepped. So, As I can't find it, let's bring in the stamping platform, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, I had it. I literally had it. I'll find it, you know, now that, yeah, now that I've got this. Right, so I'm just going to go and pop these on like this. And then we're going to stamp it. So, because I am using my Copic markers, I am using the Nuvo Hybrid ink. So that means it makes no difference whether I use Copic markers or whether I use watercolours. They all are going to work the same. Because it is a hybrid ink, so you can use anything with it. And it means that if you struggle, like I do, to remember what ink goes with what, then a hybrid ink is your best friend. So there you go. So we've done that. Now let me just wipe down my stamp. I did have some stamp cleaner, but again, I have no idea where I've put anything. Next year I aim to be more organised and actually have my drawers, because I've now got drawers underneath the desk, which has made a massive difference to my crafting for you guys online. So I can reach things now, so I'm using my inks more, which is really nice. So yeah, I need to have a drawer where I do have like my ink, my stamp cleaner and other bits in, because I do feel it is important. I never used to when I first started crafting, but I do feel that it is important that we do keep our stamps nice and clean. And I haven't been doing that since I moved in the studio, so that is something that we do definitely need to do. So moving my stamping platform, we're going to grab this. I already have my colours out. So here they are. We've gone with blues, purples and pinks for our design. So yeah, so she is going to be pink. I'm going to start off with RV34. Actually, I need to just swatch them just to make sure I've got it right. Because the different orders. Oh, I'm glad I did swatch, because look at that. This one, have I got the refill to this? Let me have a look, because that is drying out. No, my look, I won't have RV32. So do we have the refill? RV25, 23, 04. No, so I need to get the refill to that. So luckily that happened, because let's do this one. Let's see what this colour looks like. Oh, now that is bright. That's actually quite nice. That's RV06, followed by, yep, RV34, followed by oh yeah, I like that combination, R83. So let's do that. So we're just going to come in with our darker shade. Like so, and I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to go over the lines, because I know what I'm like. It's one thing I have to say I love about a brush nib is you can be very, very delicate with it, which is really, really nice. So I'll just do that. Go all the way down because that's in shadow, and then this bit here is in shadow. Just realised I didn't get an orange out for her beak, or yellow. Yeah, right, okay, then RV34. So I'm going to go over that line and just extend that colour like so. And I am going over the top of that colour because it's very bright, and I just want to tone it down just that little bit. So there we go. So there's that. I'm going to just do it in a flicking motion here, and then go over that, and then finishing it off with our R83 and just bringing that down even further like so. But yeah, I was trying to decide what colours do I want to go with, and I was like, do you know what, let's just go with our favourite, pinks. Because why not? Right, so that's her done. Now for a hat and scarf and boots, we are going to go with the purple. So we're going to go with V28 first. Okay. And these are my favourite purples in the, well, violets in the Copic collection. I love them. So just put some there, and then like that, and under there. Right, okay, and then her boots. So inside of her boots is going to be the darker shade, and then we're going to just do this like so. Then I'm going to come in with the with the V25, and we're just again going to extend those lines over. And you can see I'm not being like really fancy with this. You know, I think more people are more delicate than me. But yeah, I like it. So extend those dark shadow areas like so. I need to colour her wings. I might do them in blue like that. And then we're going to finish this section off excuse me, with our V22, and we're just going to colour the whole thing. Now if I do go over the lines, it is fine because I am going to cut this out. So it yeah, I'm quite happy if we go over the lines. Okay, and then like this, and then her booties. Okay. Oh, how lovely is that? And then I've got my blues. So the blues I'm going to use are B16, B14 and B12. So let's colour everything else that needs to be coloured in blue, because you don't have to have it the proper colours. You can do it any colour you want, which is one of the really cool things about, you know, stamping and colouring in. You know, your limitation is your imagination. So we're going to have blue cheeks, and she's going to have blue lips. Okay, and we're going to have blue eyes. So just extending those shadow areas with our mid-tone like so. Like I say, not a professional colorist at all. I mean, actually, if you've watched my channel from the start, you will have seen my progression through colouring in. So yeah. Oh, I love it. I'm loving it not being the traditional, but I do think it's going to look lovely on our card. Now, so let me just colour those eyes in. So there's one, and there's two, and then finish these off, and there we have our Frida. Doesn't she look gorgeous? Oh, I love it. So simple, and just using 3 colours. Now, you don't have to do specialist colouring like that. I'm saying it's specialist, but it's just me who's done it. So, but like your shading, and so if you can just do block colouring is perfectly fine to do. Right, we are going to cut this out. Now, I am going to try and cut it right on the line because I don't want a white border to this. I should have picked a thinner paper, but there you go. Yeah, I feel like if I have a white border, it might just be, yeah, basically I don't want any white on the card, so we're getting rid of that white border. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll go around the edge with a black pen as well, which just hides those white edges. Now, the way to sort of cut, so this is quite thick cardstock. This is 300 GSM cardstock that I'm using right now. So it is quite thick and it makes it harder to cut out. So the thinner the card, the better it is for fussy cutting, and it's not as tough on your hands. But the best way to do it, as you can see, I'm constantly cutting bits off. It makes a massive, massive difference by cutting just those small areas off. So that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, and when if we get to a difficult bit, that's when you want to cut the bits off, and then you come back at it, and it does. It really, really helps with your fussy cutting. But the best thing for fussy cutting is to actually practice. So this is years of fussy cutting and practicing. Yeah, but I love doing it. I find something quite relaxing about fussy cutting, but it has to be the right image, as I've just discovered. Because I'm fussy cutting something at the minute. I can't say what, because it is for next year, and it's, yeah, proven to be a bit of a pain. But we're halfway through it, so I know that I'll be soon finished, so it's all good. Right. Okay. And just this bit. Like that. And then I want to get these all cut as well. Right. Okay, I'm going to go off camera and finish cutting this off, and then I'll be back. Right, she's all cut out. Now, I've grabbed out some cardstock in gold and in gold glitter. This one's actually got stripes on, but it's a non-shed glitter, so we have grabbed that. I've also grabbed some watercolour cardstock, because that's what we're going to use for our base. Now, I was going to do ink blending, but I have this beautiful, beautiful Glacier paste in Iron Frost, and I was like, you know what? We need this. We need this in our lives. Actually, you know what? I think, yeah, let's do some ink blending, and then we're going to go over the top with this. Because when I say it is gorgeous, I mean it. Oh, Lord, I just want this. I don't want any ink blending. Oh, do I just want to go for it? Do I just want to go for it? Do you know what I do? Because look at how yummy that is. Right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to grab this, and I am going to just rub it all in, and I want quite a thick layer because this is our background. Oh my goodness, that is just stunning. So like I said, this is watercolor cardstock. It's just what I have on hand, and it's quite a thick cardstock as well, so I know that it'll be good to go. Now this is going to take a while to dry, so we will do other things while we wait for it. Now I will be cutting this down. I've got a feeling I'm going to end up. Now I'm making it a point to use my products. So if you haven't got anything like this, ink blending is definitely, you know, a good way to do it. You can use your watercolors. You can use anything you want. But yeah, I do feel like this is just too nice not to use. Okay, right, so making sure there's no white in this. I can speed up the process using my heat tool for this, but I am thinking we just leave it to dry. I mean, it just looks stunning, doesn't it? Now I'm not going to get a perfect finish, so there's going to be texture to this, which is fine. Yeah, we don't mind that at all. But yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be gorgeous. And when it's dry, I'm wondering whether to add some white to it, like, you know, like for the stars. But I mean, it's going to be needing, noisy birdies, it's going to need cutting down. So let's move this off to the side to dry. So let's get you over there. Now we're going to do the painstaking task now of grabbing these, and I am going to do, I mean, well, there's only what, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5. So let's cut some gold cardstock. I don't know if you can see me in it. Can you see me? Yes, I'm sort of there. I've got a long face. horse walked into the bar and said, "Why the long purse?" Yeah, sorry, really bad joke, that one. Right, okay. We're gonna have them two, and then we're gonna do the same with this. So I'm gonna cut this down. I'm thinking I might even use some of this for to mat and layer that blue on, because how nice would that be? Oh, that looks good. And this bit, can we get away with it? Yeah, of course we can. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now with them is we're going to stick these down onto our cardstock, and then we're going to cut them out. Okay, so there's that one. I feel like the glitter one, sticking these ones down is going to be so much better than, yeah, the other ones, like the mirror one. Okay, so just go around, because if the glue leaks on these, it's not going to show. If the glue leaks on the mirror ones, it's going to show. So we need to be careful, right? And try not to put too much on. Now, it doesn't matter if it leaks on the outside, that is fine. Trying to go very, yeah, very thin. Yeah, that seems to be okay. And then the final one, this one, okay, right, and then we're going to stick this one down like that. Okay, so make sure they all are down nicely. Oh, look, that glue's gone in there, which is annoying. Don't mind it going on the outside, but it needs to not go on the inside. Just run these down, making sure that glue adheres. And now it's just a simple case of it not moving, and then we just cutting around the outside like so. Now I am just going to go underneath there. There we go. Like so. And then here. Don't know why it's not sticking very well, but it's made life easier for me. There we go. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look fab? And if I just bring this back 1 second, how nice is that going to be on there? Isn't that just going to be stunning? So I'm going to do that with the rest of them. So I'm just going to cut them out. So I will stop the video, and then we'll I'll come back when they are done. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Right, okay, I'm back. Now, I have sped dry that, and I'm really glad I did, because it's giving it some texture, which is really nice. I don't know if you can see those bubbles, so I really like them. Now, I've got my trimmer, and I'm going to trim this down. So the card base is 6 1/4. So I'm going to now trim this down to 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to try and get it. I don't know if there's some parts. Oh, there is. I've just put my finger in a little wet part. So maybe I was a bit too zealous, but there we go. Right. Okay. So there's my panel. Now I'm going to use this card, and we're going to do a piece that is 6 inches by 4. Now I've got the stuff all over, but it shouldn't affect it, hopefully. I'll have to give that away. So I thought it was dry. I put my hand all over it and nothing came off, but obviously all the shimmer on it. I don't know if you can see how glittery my fingers are. So even though I'm taking away that blue, oh, it's just such a beautiful paste. So I'm going to just grab this piece, and we're going to glue it down onto our matted layer. And now I'm thinking I should have used double-sided tape for this, because it wouldn't be as messy, but there you go. Okay, right, I need something heavy to sort of put on top of it, that my bin's not quite heavy enough. Or that. There we go. So that I don't have to touch it. Yeah. Although I'm thinking that I should have probably put a bit more glue on. Yeah, so maybe, oh, yeah. See what I mean? But it was dry a minute ago. So this is me brushing. Oh my goodness, look at that. So pretty. So pretty. Right, so this is a video on how not to craft and how to not be impatient. Now, if you ask my friends who I craft with regularly, they will tell you that I'm the most impatient person in the world when it comes to crafting. And do you know what? I think they're right. I think I've just proven it to them. So they're going to laugh at this when they see it, because they know that, yeah, I am a very impatient person. So anyway, I think that looks fine. I think it looks great. Right, I'm going to use my double-sided tape for this to pop this down, because I think I want it to have some dimension. So this one isn't going to go through the post. Okay. Right, and I'm going to take off the release paper. Okay. Like this. Although I don't know if I'm hoping you guys can see. Let me move my bin back out the way. Ooh, I'm liking that texture though that it's leaving. So sometimes it's worth being impatient because you get a gorgeous texture. So that's if my friends are watching, which I know they are. It's worth it. Right. Oh, there. That is gorgeous. So I will probably come back in and stick this down a lot better when it's dry. I should we blast it again? Right, I'm going to blast it again with my heat tool, and then I'll come back when it's like properly dry, because this is just getting messy now. So I'll be back in a second. Right, okay, much better. So it is now dry, which is just fantastic. Oh dear. So yeah, make sure, I wouldn't care, I kept touching it and it was dry, so it must have been just because it was warm. So we're going to grab our houses, and actually I want this big one here, and then maybe that one there. And then these in between, because like I said, this is a night sky, so we only can fit 4 on, or we can fit 4 on. Where's there she is, and she can go there. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is in here we do have a lamppost, which I'm going to pop on. The lamppost can go behind, so let's glue this. Now, thankfully, the glue does dry clear, because that is super tiny. Super tiny. So we're just going to pop these on like this. Now, I do have some trees and there's clouds there as well. So I think I'm going to put a couple of, well, maybe put a tree on. Okay. So let's glue these down. Loving it. So it was worth the fight to get it dry, definitely. You can, instead of using mediums as well, you could just use a piece of really dark blue cardstock as well. So that's something else that you can use. I'm just bringing in bits and pieces that I have. So I'm going to put a tree there because we need one. So that can go there. And then we do have lots of these clouds, which came with the die set as well, so I'm going to have these on. Oh my goodness, Dawn, my fingers and thumbs. Right, you can go there, and then I've got another one here. I need to cut my nails down short because they're too long. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a couple of stars there. And then we do have some stars, so I'm going to put a Let's pop those stars on, because I only want silhouette. I don't want it all to be, I don't want any other sort of colour on apart from the blue. So, oh, turn that over. There. We've got one more cloud, which, yeah, I think could go there. So I'm just going to pop a bit glue on there. Makes it easier. Make sure that, oh, see, wasn't that worth it? Wasn't that just worth all of that struggle that I've just had with getting that dry? And then we have our lovely Frida, who is going to be raised up. So I'm going to grab my little squares because we have a lot of them. Let me just pop this up. Oh, I'll be back in 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just going to get these on here, and then, yeah, we can hopefully finish. Now, I'm not going to fight with these because that's all I ever do is fight. So I'm only going to take a couple off. I think I've showed you this in quite a few videos. So we're going to take a couple off like that, so that guarantees that it's not going to budge. And then I'm going to grab my glue like this, and we're going to stick her and just there like that. Oh my goodness, she looks amazing. And then we have our sentiment, 'tis the season to be jolly. Again, I'm going to raise this up, and it's just going to go across the bottom where her legs are. Oh, I think this is beautiful. So I'm just going to pop that just across there like that. And there we have it. There is our card for day 10. I hope you've enjoyed it here. So you've seen how messy I can get and how impatient I can get in this one. But I do think it was worth it because this just looks absolutely stunning. So I will see you guys in another video very soon. So I'll be back tomorrow to continue our 24 days of Christmas. But until then, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.